It is no secret. Research has shown that the impact of COVID-19 is even greater for women and children. Brothers and sisters, as I endorse Mr. Kelvon Morris, the P&M standard bearer for Darrell Spring Whim, a young man, I must say, in whom I am very proud, I also want to take this opportunity to speak directly to the women in our communities. It is no secret that the COVID-19 pandemic has placed the world in a tailspin, and Trinidad and Tobago has not escaped the scourge of the virus. The pandemic has exposed the fragile nature of our societies and the vulnerability of our health, social, economic, and security systems. Research has shown that the impact of COVID-19 is even greater for women and children, girls in particular. Since women are at the forefront of the COVID-19 response, and they are exposed to a greater risk of infection, since they make up a larger percentage of the healthcare workers. In addition, with the closure of schools and childcare facilities, women are bearing greater responsibilities at home. They are juggling online learning, childcare, career, and family life. Moreover, with the implementation of health measures that restrict movements, such as curfew and, in some instances, quarantine, there is an increased risk faced by women of violence and abuse from their spouses. Brothers and sisters, because we in the P&M understand these vulnerabilities and the challenges that are faced by our citizens, especially our women, and the urgency that is required to respond to this crisis, your caring P&M administration immediately implemented fiscal stimulus packages, social and economic measures to cushion the impact of this deadly virus on families. A number of Tobagonians, especially our single mothers, have suffered job losses, or they have experienced a significant reduction in their income as a direct result of the pandemic. So what did the P&M do? What did this administration do? To assist families in this regard, the THA Emergency Food Card Program, which provides temporary assistance to vulnerable persons, was expanded. More than 30,000 food cards were distributed to families in need over a 20-month period. In addition to the $500 food cards, over 1,000 food hampers were distributed to families in need by a few divisions within the Tobago House of Assembly. Through the Business Development Unit, under the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor, which I have the pleasure to lead, the Enterprise Assistant Grant and Loan programs were expanded from $25,000 to $50,000 and from $250,000 to $500,000 respectively. And this was all in an effort to support the small and micro enterprises that were impacted negatively by the pandemic. Brothers and sisters, this grant from the Business Development Unit could then be applied to working capital, stock, and in some cases, equipment purchases. I am proud to stand here this evening and say to all of Tobago that from May 2020 to the present, we have distributed approximately $19.98 million to over 540 entrepreneurs. And it is important for you to understand that these entrepreneurs, many of them include women in business. At the Division of Education, Innovation, and Energy, which I also lead, over 5,000 devices, which include laptops and tablets, were provided for students to ensure that our children were equipped and they were able to participate fully in online learning. And I think at this point I can stop to say that all of this was done P&M style.
P&M.
The Student Support Unit within this division also assisted mothers and children in single-parent households in coping with a variety of social and emotional challenges that they faced. So what we are understanding, brothers and sisters, is that the pandemic did not just cause material loss of jobs and loss of income, but there was also mental fatigue, emotional trauma. And I'm proud to say that the Student Support Unit within this division worked assiduously with parents throughout Tobago to ensure that their challenges were faced and overcome. This P&M administration is determined that no child should be left behind as it relates to access of the tools required for learning in this new era. Brothers and sisters, in this new era of online learning, very many parents and guardians were unable to adequately navigate and use the technology. So the Department of Community Development came to the rescue. They recognized the need, and they immediately developed training programs to assist parents and guardians in the use of virtual platforms as part of the community retooling exercise. Over 155 residents benefited from this exercise. Brothers and sisters, the guiding principle behind this People's National Movement administration is that we build strong families and sustainable communities. We understand that the good old adage that says, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. So we have not only provided financial support, we have provided a variety of training programs to prepare and equip young people for the world of work, and to provide single mothers in particular with skills which may supplement their limited income. These skills could also provide leisure, or they could be turned into a business enterprise. So the Vocational Skills Program, which offers practical training in more than 25 skilled areas, has to date graduated more than 3,000 trainees in the past 4 years. Let me also add that many of these graduates are now proud owners of thriving micro-enterprises, and to this we need to be proud. So, brothers and sisters, as we look to the future, this P&M administration will continue to focus on women, especially those who are most vulnerable. The challenges which COVID-19 presents to our community today requires stellar leadership by people you can depend on to be creative, wise, strong, yet compassionate, with a genuine love for people. And the only political institution in this election race on December 5th that can provide that kind of leadership is the People's National Movement. Brothers and sisters, I am grateful to be a member of this team of outstanding PNM candidates, which represent a diverse mix of youth and experience, commitment to service, integrity, and may I add, charm. We are especially proud, brothers and sisters, to be led by a good woman, a strong woman, one who has overcome many battles, with 17 years of political experience under her belt, Mrs. Tracy Davidson Celestin.
PNM.
Now I want to speak directly to the people of Tobago. The PNM has always offered you the best opportunity for an improved quality of life. As the old people say, you live in good house. Don't let bad house call you. People of Tobago, I want to urge you, do not take the development and the opportunities that are provided by this PNM administration over the last 20 years for granted. Do not end up like the proverbial dog who lost his juicy bone because the image that was reflected in the water appeared to be bigger and better. And when he grabbed at it, he lost his bone. You know what you presently have. You know what you are enjoying now. Take no chances with your future. Protect your future at all costs. Members of the community, we on this team wish to assure you that we feel you. We have your back. We understand the challenges that you are facing, and we are committed to meeting those challenges with you. As my dear Sharon Phillips said, we got this. People of Tobago, we cannot afford to make a mistake this time around. Mothers, your children's future is at stake. So come Monday, December 6, 2021, I want us all to come out in large numbers, not as you did in January. We want double and triple that amount. Come out and vote solidly and convincingly for the People's National Movement. I encourage you this evening to vote Kelvon Morris for Darrell Spring Whim. Vote Larry Paul for Plymouth Black Rock. Vote Marslyn Melville-Jack. We will all join in that sweet refrain. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. And we have prevailed.
Take no chance. Protect your future. On December 6th, vote PNM. Great is the PNM.